Okay, braised pork shoulder, huh?
Yep. You can use this on your ramen, and you can make this ahead. We have a term in old water, meaning that you use the same liquid. So after you braise, you save this liquid.
Okay.
And you can use next braise, and you can freeze it. And the more you braise, the more flavorful it gets.
So you start with
All these
all your spices?
spices, let's just heat it up and get it,
Right.
you know.
Oh, wow.
So I'm just gonna sear up the meat.
Okay.
You know, Vietnam, China, we don't have an oven. Oven only really used for bread people, commercial places, but most homes do not have ovens. So
That's great.
And I don't, you know, because this is a very salty liquid, I'm not salting my meat at all. Because, you know,
The salt's all gonna...
it's in the soy and onion and the spices.
Tasting as you're cooking, because it changes so much too while you're cooking.
Right.
You know, something that you add salt to isn't gonna taste the same in a half hour.
That's why us cooks always drink afterwards. By then, we're like, you know, putting stuff in our mouth all the time, and we don't want. I mean, most cooks I know, like after a shift, they want a cold beer, and that's about it. You know?
Right.
It's just because you have to taste all the time.
Well, all right.
All right.
So you just want a little color on that?
Yeah, a little color, fragrant. So we got all our spices.
5 spice.
5 spices.
5 spice, yeah. And
a little brown sugar.
brown sugar. So you're definitely gonna get the sweet, spicy, soy, acidic.
I think we can add a little bit of water to this.
So the salt's there.
Yeah.
So the sugar balances that out?
Yeah,
Well,
and a little water. This liquid, we call them old water because we want it to continue to develop flavor-wise. I like to go really low and simmer because I really think if you blast it, it does something to the meat structure.
Right.
That it gets really hard, then you have to then you got to break it down again to the soft.
It smells delicious.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just let this cook for 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah. 45 minutes, I pulled it out, and it's fairly firm.
And that's what you're checking for is?
Yeah, it's pretty cooked through. And like, you know, I mean, these are, I think, really come from an era of Vietnam where on the street you have to sell, you know, something with meat so you can get more money.
Right, right.
You know, so it's not a lot of meat, and it's just more like a condiment rather than. Don't think of this as like, you know, get some ribeye with this. You know, it's more like condiment part of your noodle and biting into the noodle. And because of the pork shoulder, you have a different cartilage. And
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah. Salt, because it's been sitting in there so long, it's soaked all the way through.
Yeah.
I didn't salt it. It's so salty that it's soaked all the way through.
Thank you so much, Charles.